Add me.
Done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left and not followed them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
We winning in here, yo. We winning in here. That's always a classic, man. Amen. Hey, man, what going on, family? Look, Full 94 here on MTMV Sports. I'm your boy, Miles Austin. I got C. I got Wildress. Shout out to my boy, Jew. I know you out there. You got finals in the morning, my guy. Much love to the respect and the diligence, man. And basketball going to be here next week. And finals, you got to get it on right now, boy.
Horrible Take's going to be here next week, too.
See, what's going on? How you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling good, guys. You know, it's Monday, start of a new week. You know, I'm back in the gym. You know, got that focus back, so I'm good.
Let's go,
How
man.
you, Will?
I'm chilling. I'm trying not to run people face because they talking out of pocket. I'm attacking Jew on every chance I get because he put a battery in my back because she showed me his Facebook post. So, Jew, I just want you to know that was because of C. And I'm minding my business, man.
It was.
You minding your business?
Just waiting to, you know, cop me an auntie or something. How you doing, Jones, out there? You know, drinking.
Hey,
this ain't the good water. This that
that's not the Wakandan water.
Nah, this that FBI water. I probably shouldn't be drinking, but I'm thirsty.
What's up? What's up, sis?
Hey, Brandy.
Come on, Brandy. All right, so let me. So I've been meaning to ask this, man. Somebody asked me this the other day. I was chilling. I was at work. I was like, man, love your podcast, man. It's awesome. You know, shout out to taking basketball, man. Love you guys entertaining. He said, man, I feel like we've just been looking for auntie for a long time. I said, man, I don't even, unless you went back and look at the episodes, I don't know how long you've been looking for auntie, honestly. I ain't gonna cat with you.
I'm not gonna respond because that's gonna get me in trouble. Just know, auntie or not, I don't solidify it unless she got my last name.
Hey, man,
48 hours.
I ain't man.
Yo, relax. Yo, relax.
Oh wow. Y'all already know, man. That's because he crazy.
I'm waiting on you, boo. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Brandy? You know,
You gotta love it. Let's talk about this, man. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, NBA playoffs, WNBA preseason coming on. Pop moving up to the office, off court side. And apparently, I have a first. I don't think I've. You gotta remind me. I don't know if I've ever had a podium talk. Have I done it like maybe once?
You ain't say nothing.
He's still a hater. But this is.
I don't say nothing.
What's up, Ma?
This is why. Nah, yo, we not
homie, Ma.
Show.
Ma, that's the homie. Let's talk about this, man, for sure. I'm excited about it. We got a lot to talk about, but the first thing we gotta obviously see that kind of I don't know if it's really rocked like the NBA world, but I also think that this guy has done so much for basketball that as he's not moving away from the game but moving up into the office as team president. Correct? I want to make sure I got that right. Yeah. He's going to do that full time.
El Jefe.
El Jefe. I like it. I'm cool with that.
Get it right.
My question though. I'm gonna run off the accolades. Obviously, it has a ton of them, but I want to make sure. Let's start with what Pop meant to the NBA, not just San Antonio Spurs, but the NBA as a whole for Team USA for basketball in its entirety. Man, Will, start with me with that, man. What does Pop mean? I mean, he's not gonna be on the sideline anymore, which is absolutely crazy to me at this time.
I'm gonna say something uncomfortable that I said something to somebody else.
All right.
Pop is what everybody considers Phil Jackson to be. It doesn't take anything away from Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
But Phil Jackson did it with two of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not to say Tim Duncan's not, but if you look at the way that Pop has done it and how Pop developed that team from beginning to end, how many different iterations that he won with, coaching tree that he has. When you look at his accolades, it's not a knock on Phil, but I think when people talk about, I always hear people say Phil Jackson is the greatest coach of all time. To me, that's Coach Pop. Coach Pop to me, the greatest coach of all sports as far as I'm concerned. And it doesn't take, I mean, people will be like, oh, Red Auerbach, bro. Come on. He played this is when Coke was 25 cents. And I don't want to get into nothing else about that. But for me, what Pop has done, how he's done it, and how he's transcended the game, when you look at, like I said again, his coaching tree is so huge. There's championships in that. There's greatness in that.
Yeah.
We can't say that there's too many coaches out there who has done that, who's not only coached, created something that has become bigger than himself. And shout out to him, man. Like I said, it was hard seeing it today because I know for a while they were keeping it quiet as far as his health. But I'm glad he's still joking. I'm glad he's recovering, and I'm glad he's still gonna be with the Spurs, man.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. See, tell me, what Pop meant to the NBA, his legacy, what he's done, and I'm gonna run through the accolades, but just tell me when you hear Greg Pop, like what's the first thing that comes to mind?
After they announced it and watching, and then reading through all the accolades, because when we're watching, we don't remember where he started. 29 seasons with one team, and then you step down and be the president. So I came up with a loyal legend because I feel like he coached in every culture he had, any type of player, and just what he did to not only create winning, but on and off the court, the way you hold yourself to a standard that he created. And it was never an issue. I felt like players wanted to play for him. Players wanted to get coached by Pop. And like Will said, I feel like he is the greatest coach. And I feel like he didn't do it loudly. He did it silently. And then when you look at the ever of Tim, Ginobili, and Tony Parker, it's just like, wow, they went, not to take away what they did and how great they are, but just when you have those three players, you don't expect what they put out on paper. But when you see them play, that's a different story.
Yeah, absolutely love that. Now tell me, I know you mentioned Timmy. It's not you said like ain't no knock against Timmy. Just a quick sidebar. I just want to get this out for the people that's gonna hit us in the comments later on, these little shorts. Where you got Timmy? You got Timmy ranked, Will?
All time?
All time ever, yeah, it was good.
Timmy top 5.
Okay.
Not Tim Hardaway. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward to ever play the game.
Big facts. No matter.
And because of that alone, he's top 5 all the time. His game wasn't loud. Boy killed you with fundamentals. Then you hear about the trash talk he used to put out there. His game wasn't sexy, but Tim got the job done. And he got it done offensively and defensively, whether you liked it or not.
And he's still there.
Got you.
Still there.
Almost.
He out there now looking like a Jamaican auntie.
He's looking real crazy right now, but you can do that. You can do that.
Like he make his oxtails with extra brownie sauce.
Wow, that must some good oxtails. Hey Tim, let me get a plate for real.
I ain't mad at it. I remember that story Kevin Garnett was telling me. He was like, he just hit you in like phrases, like got you, almost. I'm like, what? You know how pissed off it would be on the court if somebody I tried to go for it and they got me on a pump fake and was like almost. Like he's not even angry. He just
like how that relationship came together. Like it's crazy. Like Pop basically was in the front office, was like the coach can't get it done. I'm firing you. Let me come down there. Bull tanked for a year. Got Tim. Like
he was assistant coach for how long?
1 year next year. And Tim came in and was just like a monster. Like
won at every level. You gotta love it. All right, let's run down the accolades. Just for people. This is for people that just don't know the severity of who Pop was and what he did for the game of basketball. So we'll start with the titles. Everybody loved titles, right? He had 5 of them things. One hand, all them rings. 99, 03, 05, 07, 14. I remember this because I remember this is after we had our three-peat. Is that he won in 03, Take a year off, then he won again. Took a year off, then he won again. And then it was 7 years before he got back and beat Miami Heat after having Kawhi Leonard come in with that Hall of Fame squad. 5 titles. He has 3 Coach of the Year awards, all-time wins leader with 1,422. He is third all-time in playoff wins with 170. 23. Let me make sure I say it again. 20 plus 3, 23 consecutive winning seasons in the NBA, the most ever in NBA history. 2020 Olympic gold medal coach. He led Team USA in Tokyo. NBA Coach of the Month, a record 17 times. That is the most in league history. And inducted to the Hall of Fame August 23. So when you're talking about accolades and what the man did for basketball, he was a winning coach. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't always entertaining, but it was a good product of basketball. When you saw teams playing fundamentally, moving the ball, cutting and doing the fundamentals, like just doing everything that's necessary, you're like, oh, like the Spurs. It must be a Pop-led squad. Oh, he must be off the Pop tree. So you got it. Big shout out to Pop. Love that you're not leaving the game, man. Hate tonight we're gonna see you on the sideline no more, but definitely respect you staying with the Spurs for 29 seasons and just moving up to the front office. So let's talk more, man. Talk more about these playoffs. We got the playoffs happening. Teams been knocked out. Lakers not there no more.
Somebody got upset because I mentioned how the Lakers lost and how Rudy Gobert put up 20 and 20 and said they want to come on here.
24. Don't forget 20.
Don't forget the 4.
They said they wanted to come on here and talk about how the Sixers didn't make the playoffs. And I
will say this: as much as I love my brother, because I feel like nobody really know who we're talking about, but my brother, I love my brother Jew. My brother Jew. Hey man, I know you was scarred, bro. You was hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went back and read them messages. My man was hurt. You're not just gonna talk about my squad and then had another throw me and C into it. Nah, y'all giving that man slack. He know they team suck.
Right? Like what he said it himself.
We know we know. Like we ain't much we gotta do. And we took an L because we had no center and Rudy Gobert went in there.
No center. No center. No defense. No offense.
Somebody called that man
nothing.
Rudy Abdul-Jabbar.
Man, I couldn't even take it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Game 5, we had 4 bench points. Game 4, we had 6 bench points. And then in game 3, when we actually had 19 bench points, we have Hayes with 4 and Rui with 8. And then the 2 in the line, bro.
With as much blame as people keep giving LeBron and Luka, why are we not keeping that same energy for JJ?
Energy for JJ for sure.
I don't understand.
At least for JJ, you had a LeBron that was out there. It seemed to be like he was 80%, maybe with limping after the game. Luka didn't seem like he was 100%, and we got no help from the bench. And then you didn't play the actual center that we have on the team as you watch Rudy Gobert get 20 and 24 and was killing us. When I say look, I'm talking about
Rudy Gobert.
Hey, my boy, it's the murder weapon. I'm taking stabs at your squad, bro.
Rudy was like, I'm out here showing you why I was defensive player all these times.
Rudy came out playing like he was getting dressed for the Met Gala.
Shout out to the ladies. They look good, though.
Went on everybody.
I'm just saying, at this point, like, what are we doing? Like, you could have put Jackson in and said, hey, bro, you got 6 fouls, man. Go use them. Like, what are we?
You know what I'm saying? Little dog, little something. Go out there and beat up something. Little grittiness, a little something.
I was hurt watching that game, but it definitely
Rudy was out there.
Even Rob Pelinka coming out, like we just didn't have the time to do it after the Luka trade. Now, what I want to know, this is what I want to know, and I'm gonna talk about this. You know what? I'm gonna hold it for the podium talk because I'm definitely Rob. You getting some of this podium? I'm just letting you know.
I ain't send it to him because they was getting on me in the group text about going to his neck about everything because everybody keep calling me a bully, but people don't realize
he definitely bullied
me into stuff, yo.
He definitely be doing that too.
I don't understand about I get there definitely we need a center. You need to get some players that actually want to play. I don't know what happened to Gabe. I don't know what happened to the bench.
Gabe got to go. Gabe got to go.
Yeah, he has to go. But what I'm saying is like, but at the same time, out of all of that, they still came out with no effort, lackadaisical. Like you can't teach that. So it's like, do you guys want to play or not? Because if you don't, then I'll.
Hey, all I know is the next comment that come up. You supposed to be studying, man. You supposed to be studying for the fight tomorrow morning. You supposed to be studying right now.
Julius, Don't
study right now.
Hey, I ain't no bully, but I'm a troll, and you get worked up every time, brother.
All right, so tell me this.
I miss you, bro.
Talk to me how we gonna flex this thing out, man. So Grizzlies got beat in just a belt to behind type fashion. Mm-hmm. What are we saying the Grizzlies need? Give me one move the Grizzlies need. We're gonna run through all of them.
It's time to move on from the Ja Morant. I think it's time to move on from Ja Morant, not because he's a bad player, but I just think that I think that relationship has kind of spurned a little bit with the way everything happened, with the coach being let go and everything else. It's just time to blow it up at this point, and you got to get what you can get for him. While he still has great value. I mean,
Ja, Triple J.
I just felt with everything that like will happen with the issues he had off the court, then he coming back, and then the coach getting fired. It's just like this environment, this situation. It's like Will said, it's time for him to go while he still has value, because it's like what is Ja as a basketball player getting there?
Yeah,
even as a person.
All right, give me Clippers. What are we talking about?
Oh man, let's not talk about this. Oh my story on Instagram. So guys, hi guys. So remember how we had the conversation of superstars, right? And I said I had to see James Harden in the playoffs. So we get to a game 7 points. I get he had 13 assists, but where's it? You have to close out the game. See, and this is why people get so mad at me when I go like this on James Harden, but it's like
7 points is crazy.
Why you
in a game 7, only 7 points? Nah.
Why you don't say the name, see?
What? Julius?
Why you don't say
I'm not just talking about Julius.
Why you don't say the name, see? Here's the thing, right? And I get what Julius is saying, because like you can't just like James Harden has had an amazing career.
Yes, he has.
The superstar thing, he hasn't been that for a couple years. I saw a stat recently that kind of jarred me. James Harden has 76 total playoff games where he has 5 field goals made or less.
76 is crazy.
That's wild.
That's a really high number.
You called yourself the system, bro. The regular season, James Harden is the 1998 Minnesota Vikings. He's Chris Carter. He's Randy Moss.
Yeah. When
it comes time to playoff games, you know who he is? He's Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl. Hey, Drew, that's my last shot, dog. I'm done.
What do we do with the Clippers? James Harden, Kawhi, Norman Powell.
You're handcuffed.
Zubac.
You're handcuffed with the Clippers. Because what are you going to do? You're not going to trade Kawhi Leonard, although Kawhi's played great. You're not going to trade Kawhi Leonard. You got some questions about James Harden. James probably wants a really, really nice size contract, which you can't take from him because on the regular season, he does great, but in the playoffs, it just doesn't happen. That team is just not built to win. And you don't really have any draft capital.
But
so you got
pieces, though.
You got to figure out the assets you do got. I mean, you got a Norman Powell. You got Zubac. You know what I'm saying? Zubac's coming off probably his best season.
Absolutely.
You got to get some of them folks. You gave Kawhi Leonard all that money. Shout out the offer not giving Paul George that money because whatever. We'll talk about that in the NBA.
Getting that trade.
But it's just one of those things where it's like a lot of these teams who lost because they were holding on to something that is probably time to let go.
All right, I got one for you.
Grizzlies and the Clippers.
I got one for you that goes against that. Give me the Rockets. Where they at? I know they lose that game because of experience. However, are they next up?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take some shots for it, right? Because I'm not comparing it, but somebody, what's his name, made a good point. The same thing that happened with Kobe right now is the same thing that happened with Jalen Green. He just didn't show up in the playoffs. Didn't happen. Is he a great player? Yes. Is he getting a lot of money? Yes. Are you going to win with him within the next year or so? Probably not. He's probably not there yet. The difference between Jalen Green and Kobe is Kobe had vets around him. Kobe ended up having a Hall of Fame coach around him. Y'all know how I feel about Ime. Ime is a great coach regardless. But the thing is that you got to be able to place more experience around him to show him how not to fold in those games. Right now, he's essentially the leader on a team that has Fred VanVleet, probably the oldest person. Nobody's really.
I was going to ask.
But do you think
was that not enough?
But do you think that with this experience, having Fred this year and seeing how, we even spoke about Fred not shooting the ball and then he comes these next, 2 or 3 games and just goes crazy. Do you think that in this position, he has learned how to play, or that's just not going to be him?
I mean, you coming up against a Warriors team that just kind of just wants it. They just kind of find ways to put it together. But on top of that, essentially the KD is probably going to be a Rocket next year. And it's probably going to be a package surrounding around Jalen Green. If Jalen Green is not traded for KD, he's probably traded for Giannis because Giannis is probably going to end up winning out. At some point,
that's crazy.
At some point, Jalen Green is going to be great. Like he's going to have an amazing career. He's going to gain that consistency. We do have to remember that these are all still young.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't show up either.
Bro.
We good.
Bro.
But Norman Powell will never ever be considered, not to take away from his game or anything, will never be considered a superstar. So comparing him to James Harden, that doesn't matter.
Let me ask this question, right? Why is it anytime we got to talk about an issue or something happening, there's some kind of parallel to LeBron coming up? We're not talking about LeBron James right now. Like, you brought up Norman Powell to bring up LeBron James. Yes, LeBron James should have sat out the All-Star game. He made the All-Star game. The All-Star game is for the regular season. What does that have to do with the playoffs? Ain't nobody going out saying, "Oh, Norman Powell's one of the greatest players of all time. I hope he can pull this out in the playoffs." Nobody's saying that. This is what I'm saying. Julian sounds ridiculous.
You're not even on the show and you get
next week, bro, and talk, man. Go back and study and stop talking about Norman Powell. You don't have to mention LeBron James every time something happens. We don't care. We don't care. Wow. It's off season. LeBron didn't even go to the Met Gala, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody on Twitter right now is talking about it. Go on Twitter, tell somebody to shut up for the next 10 minutes. Okay.
Talk to me about this. We'll skip the Heat. I feel as if we all understand.
Blood pressure, man. He ain't even here.
They got to blow that squad up, right? We understand that. Just figure it out. Figure out Bam. Figure out Tyler. Give me the Bucks, though. I watched that elimination game, and I was just thinking to myself, like, how did y'all lose that? Like, even going into OT, I was just like, okay, we're good. All right, bet. Gary Trent, he's just lighting it up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what just happened, bro? And then the fact that your man's Halliburton, I feel like is he quick? Like is he fast?
Who?
Tyrese.
Halliburton?
Like, is he fast? Because the way that I saw his left to right dribble to come around Giannis on 3 separate occasions and get wide open, they weren't even contested layups. They were just, excuse me, I've been here. Give me the ball, watch out. And then it just split like the Red Sea. Like the defense just wasn't there. I was like, okay, this feels rigged. This feels like Giannis is going to lose this game. And the fact that for the game-winning shot, Halliburton gets a wide open layup while Giannis is guarding. I'm trying to understand. Isn't this a DPOY?
Who the coach of the Bucks?
Hey, watch out.
Thank you.
That ain't got nothing to do.
The game plan has nothing to do with the team.
Giannis. I'm talking about Giannis getting blown by 3 times.
He was exhausted.
Bro.
Giannis got to
go home.
Giannis got to go out every game, score 35 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists. He got to pass out the popcorn. He got to get the drinks. He got to do everything for them to win. And you got Doc Rivers as the coach, right? Dame is already out with an injury, but even when Dame is there, Dame don't really play defense.
They should have won that game. That's all.
Not his game. Bobby Portis, they're now calling Bobby Portis a liability when really Bobby Portis is out guarding perimeter players when he shouldn't be out there guarding perimeter players.
Agree.
You let go. You traded Drew Holiday.
That's their comma. This is their comma.
This is the what happens when you trade a defensive anchor. It's just not gonna happen. And the Pacers just have the Bucks number.
That's crazy, bro.
And I just think seeing that whole overrated and getting down and giving them it was just like, nah, we're closing this out now.
Talk to me.
About they're saying Giannis to the Lakers. That's all I'm waiting for.
I'm not even excited about it. Who you gonna trade?
All of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're not gonna. Who they gonna want for Giannis?
Lincoln's so stupid. He'll trade Jenny Bus.
Hey, chill out. Be quiet. All right, talk to me about this.
This man got a whole extension, bro, for nothing. He got a whole extension because his homeboy was like, I don't want to trade Luka nowhere else but to you because you my dog. What did he do? What he do outside of that? He gave Austin Reeves all that money and made it seem like Austin Reeves.
Did you not get solid pieces back?
He treats Austin Reeves like he's a professor from N1 basketball. That's not it, bro.
This is what I'm saying, though.
Gave Vincent a much
have that conversation. We can have that conversation.
Gabe Vincent catfished him.
That's definitely true. We can have this conversation later. I'm gonna speak on it. Tell me how close Detroit is.
I like them.
Detroit is there.
I like them a lot. They don't have that, experience, but they have that like great, and they want to win.
Yeah.
This series taught them a whole lot for next year, and I'm so excited to watch them. I think they gotta, maybe add a vet or two.
And they're missing players.
Yeah. Give me I'll give you another team in that tier though. Give me Orlando. How close are they?
Orlando's there, bro.
That's another team that's in that same tier as Detroit. Like you're on the cusp of doing something great.
That's my second team outside the Sixers since that's where I live. Orlando's there. I like Suggs, but you need somebody else who can really create.
Yeah.
You need to start. I know they're looking at Anthony Simmons. I would like them to look at. It's going to sacrifice.
That's not a bad pickup though.
It's going to sacrifice defense, but there's Trae Young out there. There's Ja Morant. I really want to see Ja. I want to see Ja, Paolo, and Franz.
Wow.
Together.
Wow. That's fire. Are you kidding me?
And they can make it happen. And they got the right coach for him there.
That's fire. Are you kidding me?
You put him on Orlando. That's a top 3 team in the league. And their bench ain't slouching either. And they draft really well.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Ja Morant in Orlando.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But he does need a new environment.
Yeah, let's see. The train there and he just score. I'm like the last few comments. This is my thing. So Orlando ain't there. They need a center. Detroit ain't there. They need to score. Other than Kate. They're close. This is what we're saying. They're close.
Orlando ain't there. Orlando need a center.
John Orlando is not good. That's
why?
I don't know.
How's that not good?
Did Dwayne say that too?
Yeah, Dwayne said that too.
Yeah, I don't trust what Dwayne be talking about.
All right, so this is the thing. So sure, because I think the trajectory that we're seeing, I don't know if we've mentioned this yet, but the trajectory that we're seeing in NBA playoffs as we're watching the ascension of Ant-Man, right? Mm-hmm. Seeing what he's doing, he's knocked off LeBron and Luka as the Lakers. The year before, he knocked off KD. What if Ant goes into this series and knocks off Steph and the Warriors?
It's the end of an era.
He knocked off Jokic.
And he knocked off Jokic as well. My apologies. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a team. Jokic is still kind of a new school, but as we're talking about like the greats of that era, we talk about KD, LeBron, Luka's kind of moving into the new one. But if he knock off Steph and the Warriors in this round, because he had the thing last season on the interview where he's like, I just want to get back to the Warriors. Like Draymond just talked so much trash, bro. I just want to knock them off. And then he's getting his wish this year.
Yeah,
So
but
what
now they have playoff Jimmy.
To that comment, I just want to say if I can be in Orlando, he can be in Orlando, and I ain't got the money he got, and I know how to have common sense. What do I want to say about that? Go ahead, see.
But does he? Okay, I know he said all this. He's doing what he's doing. This is the ant we've been waiting to see, like this type of ant go crazy. But do you think that maybe he wants it too much when he gets to the Warriors? Because you know how that happens.
Well, the last time it happened, he faced Kyrie, and he was like, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Right, you gotta be careful what you ask for.
Gotta be careful with you.
So that's what I'm saying. So, and they just added, Jimmy.
I would put him on Jimmy and put McDaniel on Steph if he running around with him.
I think Jimmy might be a little bit too physical for Ant.
Really though? I think Ant wants the smoke. I know he's not gonna chase around Steph.
I like Ant. I think it would be a great.
Definitely not chasing around Steph.
I think it'd be a great matchup, but I think Jimmy's just a little bit. And I could be mistaken. I think Jimmy's just a little bit too more bulky because Jimmy ain't gonna do nothing but take him in the post.
I'm okay with that.
You okay with Jimmy taking him into the post?
I think he wants them. I think he wants the challenge.
Oh, that's 4 quick fouls. That's a vet.
I give you that. I'm not gonna argue with you there.
I mean, I like the fact that he's going after them in a league where I feel like everybody just teams up too much and everybody just wants to do all that. Like Ant's like, yo, I want the smoke, I want the problems.
Yeah, I'm talking about speaking up and saying you want a matchup and then you got it and you couldn't hang with it.
Kyrie had that boy reaching,
dancing in circles,
and reaching for his inhaler.
I'm excited because I want to see him against Golden State.
I think it's a good matchup, but I think we ignoring the fact that Minnesota they're very long armed. So that always gives Steph problems. If they can keep Steph in front of them, of course, what we just seen what Buddy Hield did. Buddy Hield went out there and had a Klay Thompson game, which is scary.
He called the team meeting. He wanted to win.
The thing about it is, if you stop Steph in this next round, that means that you got to stop Jimmy, and you got to stop Buddy. And it's not the same as what they did. Well, you got to think about it. It's not the same what they did with the Lakers. The Lakers didn't have anything outside of LeBron or Luka, and then they didn't have a big man. Rudy Gobert is not putting up 20 and 20 on Draymond Green. I mean, I'm not the biggest Draymond fan, but you see what he's doing that. He's not putting up 20. He's going to catch a pop to the throat before he gets 10.
Yeah. That's the those are those Draymond basketball moves that nobody wants to talk to him about. My man did a rip through, right? You know the natural motion of a whip through? Up, out. How did you extend and punch somebody in the head? I'm trying to understand.
You see him talking about when he do the command man. That's what that was.
Bro, and they had to say it's a common foul away from the ball tech. What? That man punched the man in the face.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
This Warriors team is built weird, but like when it's time, like somebody always steps up. Whether it's like I'm not a fan of a lot of these cats because I don't think they're as deep, but Steve Kerr brings out the best in them when it's time. He's the only coach in NBA history to win 3 game 7s on the road. Like that's something. That ain't
easy.
Granted, if you keep having to go to game 7s on the road, like there's something else we need to talk about. But I mean, like,
but he's winning them, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't think I like the Wolves. I don't know if they have it yet for 7 games.
I think they do, bro.
For 7 games.
But do you think in that 7-game series, that Ant's gonna do what he's gonna do? Are the others gonna keep what they're doing for 7 games?
I think they won. They beat the Lakers in 5 games because of the others.
They beat the Lakers in 5
I'm talking about against the Warriors, though. We're not talking about against.
Who gonna slow? I mean, who really besides Kevon Looney down there in the paint and Draymond slowing them down? Like, are we looking with Steph and Buddy Hield to play D?
But you got to realize that the Wolves beat the Lakers in 5 games because I don't know if this is true or not. So, but LeBron and Luka weren't healthy.
For sure.
Didn't have a big man, and JJ basically played an NBA live coaching.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't hurt from the big man primarily until they exploit you in game 5. You put nobody out there.
But all they did was drive on them the whole series.
But that's what I'm saying. We understood and felt that there was no center, but it got exploited in game 5.
But you're not, bro. Come on. And, I mean, they're not Isaiah Stewart.
I hear you.
But the Warriors are not just going to let you drive.
That's what I'm saying. Then exactly.
I think it's a great matchup, and they're not the Rockets.
And coach is not going to play the same players for a whole half.
They're not Houston.
If the Wolves can handle the physicality and not let the Warriors get in their head, I'll take the Warriors. But I mean, I'll take the Wolves. Yeah. But if not, this is going to be one of them things where Ant's time ain't yet, because then too, you got to think about it. He struggled, I think, at least 2 of them games, but there was no offense on the other side to go against what he struggled with. You're not going to have that same issue now.
All right.
Like the Warriors is going to give you points, bro. Like that's just.
That's what I'm saying. Are they gonna like? I feel like every team that plays the Lakers is like, all right, they're up there when they play the Lakers.
We're gonna see how we play this.
No, it's not that I don't think the Wolves get physical. I just don't think they're ready for the type of physicality that Draymond
the Warriors gonna bring.
Gonna push, because they're gonna move like vets here. They're gonna try to take them out early, and they're gonna try to do them in early. The difference is we didn't get a chance to see if the Wolves could take it because the Lakers didn't have nothing put out there. Who's gonna do it? Rui?
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this matchup. I think it's gonna be good, man.
Very excited.
Very excited for this.
Can someone give me the score
of the the Knicks and Celtics? They just went to commercial. I'll give it to you after.
Yeah, they said
it's that commercial now, and I'm gonna give it to you after our commercial. Let's talk about it. Make sure y'all stay here. Make sure you continue to talk about WNBA preseason, and I got a podium talk, which is crazy. We're gonna see how the thing pull out. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all stay tuned in for the 494 here on MTMB Sports.
He's really excited about that podium talk.
Y'all be safe.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Hi, Wilgers, it's Asia.
Shout out to the squad, man. Hey, it's Ozell. Shout out to Big Bro. Appreciate you sponsoring MTMV as well as the 494. Much love as always, man. You want to check out that apparel, the shoes.
Thanks, Joe.
Wally World, check them online. You can do whatever you want to do, man. But what I actually love is always supported this. Big Bro, shout out to you. Ozell Brand, my apologies. Let's talk about this. Oh, and just for the score, 80-84, Celtics are up. Shout out to the producer.
The royal blue Ozells are called the Bruce Voice Royce, because Voice wears them around St. Louis and he yells "call" for the. Shout out to my producer, my verbal sparring partner on the
I ain't mad at it. I love it. Talk to me about it. Hey, let's make sure we can talk about the preseason. We could talk about it. We had a conversation.
Before we do that,
but before we do it, right before you do what you're about to do, listen to what I'm saying to you. We gotta have this conversation about this interaction between Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia. Look, I need to talk about it. I saw the video. I need some. Hey, where my lip readers at? Come on, man. What we doing here? He said, "I got to get back." Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I need to figure out what happened. What? Wow. Oh, so there it is. Come on now. They're playing. This is my thing though. What? See, you got any inside scoop on that?
I wish, because when I seen it, I was like, okay, what I'm getting being one's backing up as one's close. So one looks like I really don't want to talk to you right now, but I don't want to be the one to speculate because I was not there. I don't know. I'm just going off. I
don't think Olivia had no intention of saying nothing. She would turn. She would hear. And it was like,
I don't know.
They said all the alumni unfollowed her on social media.
Olivia? I mean,
that's petty, but okay.
It's Notre Dame. Why are you expecting more?
I'm just saying. That interaction just had me. I was like, wait a second, what's happening? What are they talking about? Get a little closer. I want to hear it, bro. But give me a bit.
Right.
What are we seeing right now at WNBA? The preseason, obviously from the whole alumni Notre Dame going back and forth and going crazy. But talk to me. See what's up.
Shout out to Nike and Asia Wilson though, because that commercial is
Big facts.
fire.
Can't
Oh
wait.
my god, that commercial
Gotta
is.
Give me a pair.
Oh, I need the blue pair.
The blue and the black.
The blue, I just need the blue pair for right now.
Oh.
The blue pair really caught my eye, but that commercial was so fire. But WNBA season is back. I'm so excited. Aces look like they're coming back to take what's theirs. Having a healthy Asia, Chelsea, and Jackie. And then the rookie they got, Nye, the way she shoots the ball. Oh, I'm so excited to see that. Who else did we see? My Connecticut. Connecticut needs, I got to see the whole team once everybody gets together to make my final assessment. I like what the Mystics gave us, even them being down. They came out and showed a lot of grit. I love this Kiki being real big body down low, so I'm happy about that. I'm ready to see what the Fever do. I really was excited to watch them, even though I know it was a complete blowout. But just to see the new pieces, especially my old coach Stephanie White, come together. But Seattle and Gabby, Dominique, and Ezzy didn't even play. Oh man, I just need the season to let's go because it's about to be fire. And we got 44 games now? Oh, yeah, let's go.
I noticed you ain't mentioned Drew when you talked about the Aces. What's that about?
I didn't. I'm talking about their big three. Drew's not a part of that.
Oh.
I mean, from their past team, who always it was Chelsea.
It's not a big four now?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I gotta see it. I gotta see it all really come to fruition. We seen what happened with Jewel over there in Seattle. The gold mama, but still love her game, but I just have to see it.
Yep.
Shout out to Deja Kelly, man. She killed it when she got in the game, man. She was popping, jumping from all over the court. I did like what the Mystic did. Kiki was out there bodying folks like she was the 89 Pistons. They was out there giving Sophie that work. I like the Storm. I like the Storm. Alicia Clark, my favorite. So I'm glad to see the Storm and see what happens with the Storm. But I really want to see the Valkyrie because apparently they squad so deep that they was able to just let go of Cheyenne Sellers and just move on. So
just move on.
Just move. Yo, that was wild. That
was wild. And then she's like, she did everything right. But as a coach, you have to pick the best 12, regardless of talent.
I mean, Asia's still Bay, you know what I mean?
I will dress as Asia.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo, because she out here with Bam, and Bam out here looking like a sucker. So we going through it right now. But yeah, I love Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark is real gritty, yo. I love her game and how it goes offensively and defensively. But I mean, I think it's gonna be a really good season. I think it's gonna be exciting. I don't know if we really have any favorite squads yet, because as much as we like the Aces still always have the same issue we talk about every year, and it's that bench, and they have not fixed it as much as they should have. So, yeah.
Well, I feel like I can't wait to see my girl take advantage of her minutes, Miss Harmony Turner. Nerds can hoop too, so I'm definitely ready for that. I'm ready to see what Dallas does going forward because I do believe they do have to add a piece or pieces to their roster. I think they're just missing that one piece, especially pace-wise. But, I'm just ready for the season to begin.
Dallas Wayne TikTok is already calling for Coach Nola to be head coach.
Jeez. Wasting no time.
Of one pregame. Of one preseason game. It's like,
so come here, dog.
My girl Zah got in though, took advantage of her minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can say. Like seeing all the things, that's what I don't like about the season.
Yeah.
Is the players being waived, and I know there's only so many spots, and there's not enough teams, but just seeing players get waived, this is the only part I hate about this time of year.
So I know what's saying eager gets to the podium talk, but I want to ask y'all this because I saw this discussion actually happen on social media. With the way that the WNBA cuts work, do y'all feel as though that it's harder and it takes more skill to make a WNBA team than the NBA team? Because that was the argument I saw today.
Wow. I think there's got to be some validity to it, right? Like, I think when you're talking about we're watching first round picks get waived and cut. I mean, we've seen that. You don't see that in the NBA. You get a few years rock your rookie contract, and God bless you, peace and love. We let you come up and be a sucker and be a wash, and you know what I mean. So, play your whole contract out, then we'll just let you go. You know what I mean. So, I think there's validity to that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
See what you think.
Yeah. I feel like if you are not the best at your position and you don't, in the age we live in now, I think I really feel like that 3-ball plays a big part of that.
Yeah.
I feel like you could be as good as you are in your position, but if you can't shoot that ball, I don't like your level is already down here. And then if you don't get in and take advantage of your minutes and do what you already are capable of doing and giving coaches the, plus minutes, then it's like you got to put in so much work. But at the same time, I feel as though like it makes you a better basketball player at the same time because you really got to put in the work. Are you going to not put in that work? Are you going to go overseas? Are you going to stay in the gym? What are you going to do to make sure you get that roster spot? So it does have its pros and cons in my eyes.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies, man. Breonna Stewart was out there flying the Met Gala looking like a villain from Dick Tracy.
JJ looked good. Angel Reese looked good. I know that's right, ladies. Sabrina out there, the all black.
I like
Sha'Carri Richardson. Yes. Simone.
Out here looking.
Shout out to the ladies.
Real good. Yeah. Big facts. Look, man, we got a lot to look at. Got a lot to look forward to in WNBA. Hey, if somebody need to get on here, comment on social media. Tell us what that conversation was between Olivia and Hannah, man. For real. I know somebody know reading lips. I know somebody got to know what's popping. You know what I mean? I want to know. But you already know, man. Let's definitely continue to tune in. WNBA preseason just happening. Season about to start. Like, we're excited what we're about to see in the product they're going to put on the court. So make sure you stay tuned in with us here on 494. We got somebody who's on the sidelines right here with us. You know what I mean? Sports Talk with C. So make sure you'll get your stuff. You'll get your early analytics. You'll get all types of stuff. Things you're just not gonna get from the average analyst who ain't on the court, like our girl C. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all tune in and talk to it, man. Make sure y'all tune in and continue to mess with us, man, here on WNBA. Let's get to this podium talk, man. I think.
Oh God.
Ready. Here we go.
Well, you ready?
You ready?
I ain't had a podium talk in a minute. I got to take it off my chest. You know what I'm talking about?
When we got the production ready, I said, yeah, he gonna love this.
I saw my name. I said, here we go.
Here we go.
This is my time.
Don't give it to us.
Hey, man, look, this is the thing, man. First off, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's well out there in the world of podcast land. People who are watching, the 282 people that's tuned in to us, we definitely appreciate the support. Anybody who knows me, no smiles, diehard Laker fan. Been the same way since 96, since we stole Kobe from the Charlotte Hornets, and been rocking for a good while, man. Look, I don't want this to be what we saw from Kobe in the last years of Kobe, man. Give him 25 mil every year, not looking for it. Look, LeBron, we gotta talk, man. I love you, bro. Mount Rushmore player. You can't bleed us the money, man. You can't bleed the money. You gotta take some type of cut, bring some folks in. Luka, you and Luka ain't enough. We just saw it. You're not enough. If we real about it, we don't get any help from the bench. We don't get help from the supporting cast. But I think at the same time, it's not just on you. LeBron, you gonna get some of this. Luka, you gonna get some of this. Jackson Hayes being unplayable in Game 5, you gonna get some of this. But the most person I feel like got to get the most of this. Hey, Mr. Pelinka, let's talk, man. Hey, man. I just feel like you did a whole lot of things. This is my thing. Let's talk to Mark Williams. Right? You said we need a center, didn't have enough time to do it. But the person that you rescinded the trade for didn't even play in the playoffs. All right. So the person we gave and said, Mark Williams, you go back to Charlotte. How about y'all just be real? Tell us what happened with the physical, man. Tell us what happened with the physical. Nobody really knows why you said no to the physical. Apparently, whatever you saw on that physical that he failed was just so detrimental that we could not keep him on the team. And then he went back to Charlotte Hornets and had a double-double for the rest of the year. I don't understand it. Rob Pelinka, at some point, you got to answer for your crimes, man. You got to answer for these crimes against Laker Dynasty from Tinseltown. I think this is thing. Dalton didn't even play in the playoffs, man. He didn't even play. He didn't get no burn. And the person you sent back to Charlotte out there getting double-doubles, man. Figure this out, man. You had Jordan. You brought in who else? You had Rui, brought in Dorian Finney, brought Gabe Vincent. He's been a ghost for years. He's been Casper for a minute. What are we really talking about? Maxi Kleber got some burn in Game 5. What are we doing here, man? Alex Lynn, do you remember him? Who is he? Who? Come on, man. What are we talking about, Rob? You got to answer for your crimes, man. You got to answer for your crimes. You got people that's not ready for the big lights. They came to LA. They didn't do nothing in the playoffs. Didn't support. How many points we had, see? 4 points in Game 5? 4 points. We had single-digit bench points in multiple games in the playoffs, and these are the people you brought in. Dorian, hey, man. Oh, you go over there and sit with Gabe. Go over and sit with Gabe. Both of y'all will be ghosts for this, man. Rob Pelinka, you got to answer for your crimes at some point, man. I don't think you should have got that. I don't think you should have got that extension either. That's neither here nor there. But it is what it is, man.
No, it's definitely here. You should have never got it. It's neither here or there. It's definitely here. No.
Jared Vanderbilt.
Give that contract to some new players.
Was that your bully? That was your best impression? Hey, this is the last thing we're gonna end this thing, man. Austin Reeves. Come on, man.
Austin Reeves got his own signature shoe. He a superstar.
I'm him.
No, you're not. Not what I just saw. Number 3 in the league. We destined supposed to beat the Timberwolves. Who the Timberwolves? Team that knocked you out. That's a team. Hey, what my boy say? Trash.
Seriously.
Hey, tune in. Continue to tune here on 494 Podcast every Monday, 8:30. You want to talk basketball? This is where we talk about it. 494 Podcast here on MTMV Sports. I am Miles Austin. That is Mr. Teddy Farrow. Sports Talk with C. Shout out to our boy Jew _ Chasing Dreams.
Who's
got
studying?
Got his finals. Prayers up, my guy.
Make sure you all say a prayer for Jew so he can pass in the morning.
Got to. We don't need a lawyer. That's the type of good.
Me too, bro, because I'm ready to crash out for real. So hurry up and get that law degree because you might need it. Now, let me not even put that on the internet. I'll text you.
Keep you on retainer. Look, make sure y'all continue to follow us, man. 494 Podcast here on MTMV Sports at 494 Podcast on everything, all social media platforms. You want to support the squad, put a $sign in front of that 494 Podcast. Send us a cash out request. Or just throw it in there. God bless you. Peace and love. If you lays it on your heart, amen. Hey, man, y'all make sure you tune in every Monday. I want to talk basketball. This is where I live at. 494 Podcast here on MTNV Sports. Y'all be safe, man. Be easy. God bless. Hey, what's going on, family? It's your boy, Miles Austin.
And this is your girl, Sports Talk with C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you saw,
make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Act like you know.